Hey practice buddies, how's everyone doing? So I'm currently on tour right now, and life on the road can mean that practicing can be pretty uninspiring, but we do it anyway. Today I thought it'd be fun to, well, it's never fun for me. Today I thought it'd be great to challenge myself before I took my flight to learn some of the Paganini's 24th Caprice, the most famous Caprice. Now, on the scale difficulty of between, I guess, 0 and really difficult, this one's probably on a medium high difficulty level. I say that it's not the highest only because everybody knows it, and it's kind of like a required thing now. I mean, like 12-year-olds can play it, 8-year-olds can probably play it. Oh boy, why shouldn't I be able to play it, right? Anyway, we're gonna try and give it a go and see what we can do in about an hour on working on the piece. So I've got the sheet music here, and yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge, especially in those octaves and those tenths. I mean, I was never the type of player who people are like, oh my goodness, did anyone ever tell you how in tune your octaves are? So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. And granted, we're not learning this from scratch completely, since it's so familiar to the ear, and I did learn it once as a kid when I was like 12, but it will still be interesting to see how much of it comes back due to small raised dedication, as well as general familiarity with the piece, and how much of it I have to relearn. So let's give it a go. So while I'm rosining my bow, you're probably wondering, like, why is Ray practicing the Paganini 24 Caprice? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I can pretty much only play one Paganini Caprice.
Paganini Caprice 21.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to be that violinist who can only play one Paganini Caprice. So here we are. And like I said, this is life on tour, and I don't have a music stand, so I've kind of wedged this, my sheet music right here. You can do this, Ray. You can do this. First variation. Baby steps. Woo! Okay, that's fine. We've established confidence. That's very important in Paganini, and yeah, we're moving on. First variation. Alright, so due to this, like, kind of, it's the same form, we've always got section A, or let's call it section A and section B. So if section A always repeats itself. If we simply, like, do something different on the repeat, and then, like, maybe first time is like kind of a statement and the second time is an echo, or maybe first time is sort of like, your first time, and then the second time gains more confidence. And then section B should be something different. So anyway, all right, that's what's going on in my mind. Yeah, that could definitely be more in tune. But let's move on. Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing out those accents. It's like, this one's kind of a little bit of a slinky one. It's like a little bit of a, imagine like snakes kind of like slithering around and then suddenly striking. These were those dreaded octaves I was talking about. Okay, that was not bad. Let's move on for now. You know, with these, I'm always debating, like, how much can I fake that? I mean, he wants just a chromatic line, right? I mean, it's important to get those beginning notes in tune. But are the end notes? That's definitely an important note. They call them fingered octaves when you like don't just 1-4 1-4 all your way around the fingerboard, but yeah, I'm just gonna do 4-1-4-1. Okay, and I'm gonna try 4-2. I don't know. It certainly sounds cleaner coming down, like on these, than it does. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, no, there. I think I'll switch back. So oftentimes intonation like errors, intonation problems occur between just only two notes. It's usually between a shift or a string crossing or connection, you know, from the end of a phrase to the next phrase. It's important to practice just that connection in this particular case. Yeah, must be just the hotel room. It's not my fault. That sounds kind of interesting if I like kind of do a little... And then maybe one time really legato. Okay. Yeah, I hate you, Paganini. I'm gonna attempt this, just second part of this variation. With confidence. We got this. Oh. Okay. Spoke too soon. The problem with tenths is that the intervals between the notes as you move up are not consistent. It's not like octaves where you can just like slide the same 1-4 up. Should I be thinking about like, okay, here to here is a full step. or you know, and then is here is a half step. I think it's just because I haven't had breakfast yet, but I did drink plenty. Okay, that one I have pretty much in the bag, but why don't I have the next one? Ah, it's because I know I don't have it. So let's play a little mind game where I know I have the second one. Yes, I do. All right. Okay. That was sort of, yeah, more confident, but and towards the end I kind of messed it up. Actually, I was surprised by how convincing the first run was. Well, maybe it didn't sound convincing, but you know, it was more convincing than what I had before. Let's try the whole variation. And that's all of its glory. Ugly glory. Yeah, you know, as I was playing, I suddenly realized, oh yeah, that technique where I was doing that, like, kind of, I don't even know what it's called. I need a musical dictionary. It's like an oppo martele. Let's just call it that. We've coined it. We've coined the term. When we do that, it sort of separates it, even in our mind. Wow, that really made a difference. Holy moly. Okay, that's like a $5 million secret. Next one. Wow, I'm feeling so pumped that I figured that out. That was like the most difficult variation. It's always been, I think, for everyone. Okay, that's probably one of the easier ones. Did down down sound better or down up? Maybe I'll just do both. That gets a little bit hairy there. Ha, next. Well, this one I'm pretty familiar with because I always use it to demonstrate what what left-hand pizzicato means to like non-string players. But I never demonstrate the second part. Yeah, that doesn't quite have the same effect, but still, it's important to practice it like that. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Since we're doing a speed version, so I'm just going to move on here. Oh, it's important to see if I can even get that note if I like didn't have all that time. Wow, this one's really cool. It's kind of like you're on this like creaky ship. It reminds me of like something from Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow. I feel like I'm like literally, you know, those like, I don't know, those Chinese kung fu practitioners who like walk on those swords and they're like just, it's like each note is super thin and it's like thinner than a tightrope and it cuts like, yeah, like cuts deeper than a tightrope. Oh. Yeah, maybe, okay, I was like probably holding a little bit too much up in the air there. Oh my gosh, we've reached the last variation. Ha! Ha! Here we go. Nothing beats the good old repetition sometimes. So I'm kind of trying to like feel the motion and lock in the hand. I'd like to aim for a certain note. So I'm gonna aim for like the top of the 7, no 8 tuplet, no, it's 7 plus 1. This one. So that I aim for it and then create a foothold to then launch off the next 3 notes. But why is it slightly out of tune? Okay, I think that when I play it together, doing these like da 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 da, those kinds of things, locks my hand in a different position. So maybe before playing the run, I should just like completely relax my hand a little bit. Okay, that did it. Why is this one more difficult? Probably because this shift from 3, if I do a 2 here, no. And then I forget about what I said before about leaning into that. Okay, so sometimes you have to like manually shift. So those arpeggios that I learned as a kid, they definitely didn't fail me. So, okay, guys, here we have Paganini's 24th Caprice. That wasn't so bad. Definitely on the difficulty scale. Maybe I'm going to even scale it back to medium difficult. I think it definitely helps that we hear it so often, and it's sort of become this commonplace in violin repertoire. A lot of the practicing comes not just playing your instrument, but also not playing your instrument. When you kind of put it down and you think about what you can do, how do you fix those mistakes that occur between those two notes. Another part of practicing, and of course being on stage, is confidence. Building that confidence, but that building part comes from the practice room. All right, guys, I better go catch my flight. It's been a great practice session. Hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, bye for now.